Greetings, my Sierra Leone people. Kushe, how body day? How are you, my Sierra Leone people? And my Ghanaian people, me mamun na akwaba. Yes, me share money na Ghana for. And greetings to every African person watching this video. So it's titled Misconception Misconception about Africa and Western propaganda algorithm. As usual, what they do to paint Africa black. So here I'm repping my Sierra Leone, I'm repping my Sierra Leone roots. I have my Sierra Leone jersey number 3, and it has my name, number 3, written Salom Pekin. Now Pekin is an African pidgin language, which is broken English, mixed with different African dialect. Pekin simply means child, and you see that. And this is my Ghana jersey. So yeah, so this is the Ghana jersey as well. So let me I'ma do this real quick and then let's get into details. Please give me some few seconds, and I'm gonna switch to the Ghana one. I want you to see me repping my Ghana jersey. So just give me some few seconds. I'll be right back. My Ghanaian people, yeah. So this is my Ghanaian, repping my Ghanaian heritage as well. So this is Ghana right here, and then you see it has my name, and then Ghana chart number 3. So yes, this video is titled Misconception about Africa, and I know you're gonna find this video, but first and foremost, I'm not gonna wear this for my video. But you know, it's just a representation of what I'm gonna talk about today. So big up yourself, and then yeah, I hope you will enjoy this video. This is, as I said, this clothes is just representation of what I'm going to say, pretty much. So yeah, so let's get into today's topic. So people ask me, why did I take off the jersey? Honestly, I'm talking about an African issue. So I'm just wearing this as a representation of my people, my roots. So everybody knows that I am a Ghanaian, Sierra Leonean, and an Akan and Limba. So in Sierra Leone, my name is Jalo Bangura, and then in Ghana, you all know me as Kwabna. So welcome to my channel, and you're welcome, you're all welcome. We are all one Africa. Let us unite as one people. Now, misconceptions about Africa promoted by the Western propagandists. You know, in Africa we have writings, but a European will tell you that Africans were not civilized. They don't have a writing, nothing. If you go back to Timbuktu, there's evidence of writings. Look at the Songhai Empire. There's evidence of writings. If you go to Nigeria, there's something called Inshimbindi, something like that, Inshibrindi or something like that. It's a writing by the Efik people, the Efik Ibiobo people. They have their own writing. Now, I want to tell you guys, they have an agenda of why they always talk negative about Africa. Sometimes it might be ignorance, sometimes it's deliberately stupidity. Now, we are in a world, and we have Africans, we have to understand that nobody stands with Africans. We are all alone. On my WhatsApp, I was talking about how all of a sudden in the US have started a strategic financial investment program in Africa, that they are claiming that they want to help Africa to stand on their feet, which is never. It's all about exploitation, using Africans, milking them. So during the times of colonialism and slavery, they were using us. Like, they always use Africans for their dirty work. They always use Africans, and they will never stop using us until we come to understand that nobody in this world stands with us, and we are all alone. That should be the highest wake-up call for us. So why are we doing wars among ourselves? I'm not talking about physical war, but wars based on ignorance and self-hatred. A Ghanaian is fighting a Nigerian is fighting a Ghanaian. Other African nationals are fighting each other. Some African brother or African sister from different part of Africa will be fighting each other, all because of ignorance and self-hatred. Now, I was listening to a song titled African Woman by Becca. Now, I saw some very low-key person who paraded himself as a Ghanaian, and a very low-key person who paraded himself as a Nigerian. And I'm not going to apologize for using these words. Now, it's hard time that certain things I don't care about to make people feel good in ignorance, and I have to slap them in the face with the truth. Some Africans, apart from them, some Africans create wars, diaspora wars. Some Africans deliberately hate African Americans or Black Americans. Some Black Americans also, same thing, deliberately hate Africans, all because of brainwashing, ignorance. And I tell you this, the Western colonial propagandists find joy in creating wars and enemies among ourselves. Until when will African unites? Many years of independence, but we are not self-sufficient enough for ourselves. The colonizer have brainwashed you to tell you that you are not good enough. So you believe this foolish belief that you are not good enough. How can King Leopold come to one of the richest country in Africa, Congo, with its mineral resources, a racist, non-entity, animalistic being who hates his fellow human being who was created in the image of God. A whole person who calls himself King Leopold of Belgium will come and say he's teaching African civilization. Whilst the African people, the Congolese people already have what civilization is. The Congolese had their own African civilization, not the Western civilization promoted by supremacist colonialism agenda. A whole King Leopold will come and say he come to teach Congolese civilization, but come strip them of what belongs to them, milk them, rob Congo, and build Belgium. This king was so humane that he was chopping off people's hands. Let me tell you, and we have some foolish Africans who say, yes, it is Oyibo who did this for us. Without Oyibo, we are nothing. Listen, it is always a low IQ and a low self-esteem African fall for this propaganda. Let me tell you, who is a Westerner? The Westerner is not better than you and an African. We are all human beings in the eyes of mankind and in the eyes of God. So we're from supremacy agenda. Until Africans and melanated people come to reality that nobody stands with us and we are all alone, that will be the best thing ever that will happen in the African continent. Until change begins, it begins with our mindsets. Listen, nobody will come here and talk and feel their supremacy if you don't have a low mindset. If you're mentally, you're not deranged, a supremacist will not come in your face and be playing with you. Listen, I'm very confident. I'm very proud of who I am. And if we were to call somebody a nationalist, then of course I'm not ashamed to say I'm an African nationalist, if that is the right word to use. Because I believe in African nationalism. I believe in African unity, if that's the right word to use. Africans, unto when? Listen, I don't care about what a Westerner is saying about Africa. Listen, in everywhere there's negativity. Is there poor places in Africa? There is. Is there poor places in Europe? There is. Why don't the Europeans promote poor places in Europe? But when it comes to Africa, they always show the poor places. Or because they want to sell you a white supremacy agenda, telling you that Europe is heaven, whilst Africa is hell. Until Africans come back to their senses and understand that nobody in this world stands with you, then you feel better. Europeans stand with each other, but it's only Africans who don't stand with each other. We hate ourselves so much. When a Nigerian is making to the top, an African and a fellow African doesn't know to celebrate them. When a Ghanaian is making to the top, we don't know how to celebrate each other. When a Kenyan, Uganda, or South Africa is making to the top, we don't know how to celebrate each other. We don't believe in each other. We don't love each other enough. That's why we are always betrayers. That's why we are always Judases. We are always Judas to each other. We are easy to sell each other just for 1 cent, or because my people love Muzungu so much that they'll do anything for a European validation, a Muzungu or Yubo Bakras validation. Listen, until you come here to call me racist, I don't care. Listen, whether you call me racist or not, it doesn't stop me from telling the truth. And sorry, I'm not here to sugarcoat it for you to feel good. My message is hard truth, hardcore gospel truth, not sweet sugarcoating feel-good messages. And I don't care. Listen, you can come here and rant however you want, but I don't care. Your feeling is invalid. I don't care about your feelings here. When I say the truth, I don't care. Listen, you can fight against me. You can be a Ghanaian or Nigerian or any African and still have a problem with this video, and I don't give a damn. To hell with you. If you don't like, you can get out of here. You can take your butt and leave here. If you don't like this video, you can just exit. You can just click the X button on your screen. Get the hell out of here. I don't care. Africans, wake up. We are always behind. You always want somebody's validation. You always want Oyibo validation. Until when can you stand on your feet and say that enough is enough? When can we say enough to colonialism? Let us build ourselves. Let us unite. Let us build our continent. Let us stand on our feet. Let us get back to where we was in the past. We boast about being independent, but mentally we are enslaved. Mentally we are colonized. They colonize us systematically. They colonize us physically. But when we receive our independence, the only part we are not free from the colonialism spell is mentally. Africans, wake up. We hate our own kind. Some African people are so colorless that they hate a dark-skinned man, that they hate a dark-skinned black woman. All because of insecurity and all because of Oyibo's validation. They hate their own kind. They will go an extra mile for European, but they will never go an extra mile for their fellow Africans. We hate ourselves so much. When can we love ourselves as people? How can you come and tell me you're an African Christian whilst you hate your fellow African? Make it make sense. That means you are not a human being. You are an animalistic being. It's only animals who act like that. Wake up. 21st century, you should be on your feet, doing something. Africans, wake up. And I'll give people their flowers. Ibrahim Traore, big respect to you, General. You are doing great. You are telling our people that we have to wake up and do something for ourselves. Big up yourself, General President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. Now Burkina Faso have their own military uniform. That's a big flex and a big, that is what we call. They have their own traditional Burkinabe uniform. How many Africans military have their own uniform? It's time. Listen, this is a problem with Muzungu. when you talk about black empowerment, African empowerment, Afrocentric, they call you racist. Why? Because they want you to promote Eurocentric things. And when you promote Eurocentrism, they tell you that it's diversity. It is not. It is rather supremacy that they are telling you to embrace. Listen, no race in this world is better than no race in this world is better than the other. We are all human beings. But one thing for me, I will never entertain is disrespect, supremacy. When you think you are better than somebody else, that's the only problem I have. And to hell with a white supremacist, and to hell with an African who's a tribalistic individual. An African who hates their brothers and sisters based on tribe. That means you are not a human being. You are an animalistic being. Listen, I'm not apologizing. Some of you have not seen the other side of me. And you might call this pride or whatever, I don't care. I'm very confident in whatever I say. And I'm not afraid of any man or woman. Listen, I'm not afraid of the one who can kill the body. But I'm only afraid of the one who can kill the soul. Africans, wake up. Let me tell you, you might not like me, you might hate me because of what I stand for. But one day, you'll remember me. You will say that Brother Reggie Kwabena Disham Mills taught us how to embrace ourselves. I'm going to end my video here. They tell you that you're not good enough. They create Ebola virus and create diseases in Africa just to depopulate our existence. I'm going to play this music here. It is my bye-bye signature. Hold on, I'm going to play this music here. It is my signature here. One day, you will never see this handsome African, Ghanaian, Sierra Leonean brother on your screen. One time, I'll be gone. But whatever I stand for, whatever I promoted, you guys will remember me one day. That one time, I elevated you guys. I speak highly of you. I changed the narrative of Africa. One day you remember me. Listen, I'm not sitting down for somebody to celebrate me. I know who I am and I know what I stand for. At the age of 19, I took it upon myself to be this way, promoting Africa, standing for Africa. And in my late 20s, I'm still the same guy you used to know, standing for Africa, representing Africa, promoting Pan-Africanism, promoting African unity, promoting African liberation, always speaking highly of my people, promoting my people, speaking highly of my people, fighting for the African struggle and the African cause, believing in Africa, like being a ride and die African. How much more? I'm not waiting for somebody to give me my flowers. At the age of 19, I've been at hardcore. Maybe I'm not well known like how other people might know. Maybe I'm not your African liberated gurus who are all over the media spaces. But I give my flowers. I don't wait to be celebrated. I always celebrate myself. Once I'm alive, I'm not waiting for a media spaces to push me or to talk highly of who I am or to promote my videos. I'm celebrating myself enough. In my own word, sometimes you have to be confident and proud of who you are. Sometimes being proud and boasting not in prideful manner, but boasting of your good work is good. Listen, I'm giving myself my flowers. I'm not waiting for somebody to give me my flowers. I'm giving myself my flowers. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this earth, but I'm giving myself my flowers before my time comes. I give all glory to the Most High God for making me handsome, beautiful, charismatic, brilliant, vigilant, black, handsome, dark, sweet like a chocolate, sweet like a berry, handsome, confident, brave like a lion, humble like a lamb, an African, black, Ghanaian, Sierra Leonean man. I thank the Most High for making me who I am. Now I'm going to play my signature. for those who don't know. That's my intro right here. Listen, if you know you are doing the right thing, give yourself your flowers. You don't need nobody's validation. You don't need nobody's attention for fighting and standing for what you believe. Listen, I'm not a coward. I will show my face and speak highly of Africa because I'm not fake. I'm real. Whatever I show you here, that's my lifestyle. I'm an African and I'll always be. And I continue to fight for my people's struggle. Give people their flowers. What's your life? I give Ibrahim Traore his flowers. I give many people in media spaces, Wadimaya, Miss Trudy, a whole lot of African, liberation, unity gurus in here. I give them their flowers. Tayo Aina and the rest, I give you all your flowers. Africans, let us love one another. Let us promote one another. Every race and every nationality in this world promotes their own, but except the African. Let us unite. Self-hatred will take Africans nowhere. Causing wars and enemies among ourselves as Africans will take us nowhere. We can never have a united and unified Africa if we don't have love for one another, if we betray one another, if we cannot work with one another, if we are intimidated by one another based on tribes and nationality. You don't want to see a fellow African rising because of your brainwashed, dead brain behavior, your brainwashed, dead brain mindsets and behavior. They tell you that Africa is not good enough. Talk about Timbuktu, the Ashanti Kingdom, Songhai Empire, Mali Empire, the Great Zimbabwe War. They tell you that China has a great war, but they don't talk about the Great War of Zimbabwe. Talk about African civilization. A Westerner tells you that he gave you a civilization, but he gave you his own civilization, which is a civilization of give me what you have so I can exploit you, milk you, and make you good for nothing. That's the Western civilization. But we had our own civilization. That's when we believe in ourselves enough that we stand with each other. We love each other as self enough. That was our civilization. The Ubuntu, I am because I am civilization. Civilized in a way that we know our left and right. A Westerner comes and tell you Africa is not good enough. So every time we have to depend on foreign aid, always seek for a Westerner's validation. We don't need that in 21st century. We're good Africans. But before we can stand on our feet, first and foremost, we have to unite, liberate our mind from mental slavery, and restore back our lost glory image in the world. Africans, you don't need other ethnicity or other people to stand with you. Stand for yourself. In this world, Africa is always being isolated. Stand for yourself. African brothers and sisters, no matter you're from in Africa, from West Africa to Central Africa to East Africa to North Africa, we are on our own. Nobody stand with us, genuinely. And I mean, Muzungu, a European, a white person will come and tell you that I stand with Africans. They don't. I'm telling you the gospel, they don't. And why do I say this? People will say, oh, he's racist, he's negative by saying this. You can think whatever you want, because the truth hurts. And it's true. They don't stand with us. Listen, when they stand with you, it's exploitation. It's what they can get for you. In their hearts, they can never stand with you, Africans. Wake up. This is not a video to teach you about segregation or to teach you about discrimination or to teach you about racism or to teach you about hate. This video, it is a wake-up call to reality. I end my video here. So this is my video for Saturday today. Tune in for Monday. Monday, I'll be doing my videos, my regular video as I used to. So, yes, this is unfiltered, unseasoned, unseasoning gospel truth I want to tell you guys. I love myself. I don't need a Ghanaian to tell me I'm one of them. I don't need a Sierra Leonean to tell me one of them. Now I don't need an African to tell me I'm an African. I know myself. I know my self-worth. I earn it here. I'm an African and proud. Ghanaian, Sierra Leonean and proud. Akan, Limba and proud. Black and proud. African and proud. West African and proud. I don't need nobody's validation. I don't need somebody to tell me who I am. I already know who I am. And I'm confident in my African self. Peace.